Hey guys, got a potential temporary resolution for the lagginess when you have AT installed with bricks. I've got a test page here and I've put a bunch of content on there just to play with it. And you'll notice as I drag around, we've got that lagginess. So I'm using a trackpad and I'm going up and down and you can see the lag. I've let go of my mouse and it's still lagging. So that's very, very, very laggy. So I'm going to show you a resolution for this that came from Bayou Studio in the advanced thema community. He found a thread for a bug reported in Google Chrome, which they've acknowledged, and it's basically they've added a new feature where you can use CSS to style select, which currently isn't a feature in browsers. It's a new feature, and it is what is causing a big part of this problem. So how do we solve it in the short term? So what we're going to do is going to open Chrome in a special way. I've saved this to a notepad document. I'll chuck it into the comments in here. Now we're using Windows here. If you're using Mac, you're going to have to figure out this. Just chuck it into ChatGPT and say, how do I do this in Mac? But basically what we want to do is we want to start Chrome with the flag disable blink features equals customizable select. Okay, so we need to disable that feature. So to do that, I'm just going to copy that to the clipboard, and on my desktop, I'm going to right click and then I'm going to select new shortcut. I'm going to paste that into there, and then next, give it a name. I'll say Chrome select flag. Chrome select flag. And I'll put a dash in there just to make it so it's obvious. Finish. So I've got a shortcut with saying Chrome with select flag, which is going to open Chrome using that feature there to disable the customizable select. Let's have a look at the difference it makes. Okay, so you get a warning up the top here saying that's an unsupported flag. It works though, believe me. So we're just going to click the X to get rid of that. Go back to that site. So that's a zipwp temporary site. And we're going to go into the staging sites. I've got that test site just sitting there. All right, get back to the page, which is my test page. So I'll just expand all that out again so you can see it's exactly the same page. Now look what happens when I drag and drop. No lag. No lag. Maybe I'll drag that up there. I am using a trackpad, by the way, so it's a little bit difficult to drag things around. I'm actually going to drag an entire section. So I'm going to drag that and stick it above the other one. No lag. So this looks like lag, but this is my trackpad on my mouse. Not working as well as I'd like it to. But you can tell there's a big difference in just moving things around. We don't have the lag that we had previously, so it works. It actually does make a huge difference. So if you're having trouble with AT, heaps of lag, and you're using Windows, then this method will work. If you're using Mac, just grab that code there and just say, how do I create a shortcut in on Mac to OS X to open Chrome with this flag, and it will give you a bunch of instructions on how to do that. All right, I'm going to leave it at that.